Hey there, you lovely people, and welcome back finally to some more Liverpool Career Mode on FIFA 22. It is Season 3, so if you're excited, please do not forget to like and subscribe. Now, in the build-up to this, I asked you, should we get rid of Mane, should we get rid of Firmino, or should we get rid of both? You voted for both, and you also voted for their replacements. Those replacements are Federico Chiesa for the left wing and Dusan Vlahovic for the striking position. So, in this episode, we will be trying to move a couple of players on and signing those two players, hopefully, anyway. And we're going to jump into that and play our first three games as well, which is the Community Shield, the UEFA Super Cup, and a home to Burnley in the Premier League. So first things first, Keita is going onto the transfer list. It's time that he has moved on. Never really been a particularly big fan of him. Had his moments, but time to go. And Sadio Mane, which hurts really, because he's been such a phenomenal player for Liverpool, but it is, part of keeping the career mode feeling a bit fresher. So we move him on, as does Firmino, and the same can be said for him too. And here we go. Our attempt to sign Dusan Vlahovic from, it is Atalanta, I believe. Atalanta, so it took a little bit of haggling to get this one sorted. A little bit more than I wanted to do, a little bit more than I wanted to pay as well, really, considering he's only 83 overall. But 55 million is the price that we have agreed. Going into the contract negotiations with Vlahovic as well. Not particularly difficult, he wasn't very picky. See, look, he knows his ranking technically in the quality of our squad. So he wasn't too bothered, but he's on the books. And now time for Federico Chiesa, which proved to be a much, much harder negotiation. They've really were pushing this very hard. 157 million. They were just not budging from this, and it is a ridiculous amount of money to pay for Chiesa. But in the end, we said yes, and we've gone for it. So negotiating with Chiesa as well was fairly straightforward too. In the meantime, we've also handed out a few contracts to Curtis Jones and Pitaluga, who got some new deals. We've moved on Jaros. Is it Jaros? Yeah, the Czech Republic goalkeeper. We've moved him on as well during this window. And we'll see if we can get rid of some of the others. And for now as well, Vlahovic and Chiesa will both wear 22 and 23, respectively, in the meantime, while we're hoping that we can move Mane and Firmino on. And Keita has gone for 39.7 million to Wolfsburg. And it's time to play the Community Shield. So it's Kelleher, Alexander-Arnold, Konate, Van Dijk, Tsimikas, Fabinho, Henderson, Bellingham, Vlahovic, Salah and Chiesa. Yes, both of the new men start this one. Alexander-Arnold over to Tsimikas on the volley. It's pretty comfortable in the end. Konate into Trent Alexander-Arnold, who can find Henderson. The ball is through. Here's Mo Salah in on goal. Squares it. Vlahovic gets his debut goal against Manchester United at Wembley. Beautiful football from Liverpool, as is expected with us nowadays. We just flow and flow and flow at the best of times. And Salah, so smart to square it to the open goal for Dusan Vlahovic. Here is Mohamed Salah. Gets the overlap from Alexander-Arnold. Bangs one in there. It's Chiesa! Oh, what a save. That is from Dean Henderson. Chiesa almost got himself a debut goal as well. Manchester United trying to come forward really for the first proper time here in the second half now. Pogba. Back for Ronaldo. Still in United colours. Blocked by Konate. It's a dodgy attempted clearance, but it does find a Liverpool man and the counter is on. Here's Vlahovic. Vlahovic can't quite squeeze it through for Chiesa, but Chiesa can get to it, play it to Salah. Salah bears down on goal, and he hits it too tamely, and Henderson can make the save. Gnabry whipping this corner in. It's going to fall for Varane, who hits it first time on the left foot, and it's past Kelleher for 1-1. United barely getting anything in this game whatsoever, then getting that chance is very, very typical, isn't it? The ball comes in, I think it's battle in the air. I think it's Ronaldo that just about knocks it on, or it comes off Van Dijk. Either way, it comes to Varane, who scores. Thiago switching it for Tsimikas into Chiesa. Chiesa with a phenomenal first time ball. Here's Curtis Jones, and he's not finished it. He went under Henderson but wide. Henderson plays it short. Koundé into Sancho at the base of the midfield there. Lingard loses it. Here's Rafinha now. Jones. Elliott. Thiago. Tsimikas. Chiesa. Elliott now across for Vlahovic to score again. And it's 2-1. Dusan Vlahovic gets 2 on his debut. And as I said before, here and Chiesa's numbers are currently temporary. And it will depend on the sale of Mane and Salah. Mane and Firmino even, if their numbers change. If not, they will stay the same for until they are gone at least. As that's phenomenal play from Chiesa, from Elliott, and then eventually from Vlahovic. Cavani. Just inside the penalty area. Gnabry. Dived in by Thiago. Oh, and there's a penalty. What's the penalty being given for? It's against Joe Gomez, who would come on for Virgil van Dijk. Where's the captain's armband as well? Oh, come on. Come on. Edinson Cavani steps up for United. Big save from Kelleher. Here's Vlahovic to try and play us out. Man United are going to keep this. No, they're not. Tsimikas into Chiesa. Is there a counter on from the penalty? Elliott. Jones. Curtis Jones over. Here is Rafinha inside of the post. Pulls it back for Jones, and it's the other post. And they'll get away. Lingard. United not ready to give up the ghost. What a challenge from Tsimikas that is on Carvajal. And now Thiago motors forward. Here's Elliott over to Jones. Elliott again. Harvey Elliott over for Curtis Jones. Calmly into Vlahovic, who tried near post, but Henderson made the stop. Seconds remain for United now. They've got the ball. Can they push forward? They're trying to. Cavani. Royce. Lingard now. Trying to find Cavani, but Konate steps in there strongly with a big header. And the full-time whistle has gone. And we win the Community Shield. It's always a nice way to start off the season. It is a glorified friendly, but it's not a problem. Man United, of course, getting in there because they came second in the Premier League, because we won both the Premier League and the FA Cup, meaning second place in the Premier League get the other place. And one of the annoying things... Oh, well, that's a brilliant shot of someone's thighs. But the worst thing about FIFA, it really does my head in, is that I can't just select a proper captain. I can't just select who I want as captain. So with Henderson going off the pitch, Gomez takes the armband. And that means he lifts the trophy. Doesn't matter that really. It's nice for Gomez. But just seeing Henderson in the background is wrong. It's wrong. He should be lifting it, shouldn't he? But still. We win the Community Shield. A nice start to the season. And we've got another trophy to play for coming straight up, as it's the UEFA Super Cup final, the winners of the Europa League and the Champions League playing off. And the winners of the Europa League were Barcelona. Interesting. It's Alisson, Trent, Gomez, Van Dijk and Robertson, Fabinho, Henderson, Thiago, Vlahovic, Salah and Diogo Jota. Here is De Jong. Great ball for Immobile. Gets it in for Hudson-Odoi, who can square it for Pedri. It's off the bar. And Alisson will gather this one. Hudson-Odoi. Causing us issues with his pace. It's a great take inside from him, but there's enough bodies in the way to stop him. Here is Vlahovic. Rise the challenge and can play in Jota, who's got the pace to be away from De Vrij. Jota, left foot across the keeper, goes underneath ter Stegen, and it is 1-0 to the Reds. Imagine starting off this series, this season, with 2 trophies in the first episode. Diogo Jota has put us on the right path for that one. It's a good finish from Diogo. Fabinho. Going wide for Alexander-Arnold, who will look to come inside. Sees the run from Vlahovic, finds Vlahovic, good chest down, and a good save from ter Stegen. Depay with the free kick. Clipping it in. Gomez can intercept. And now there's a big break on here for us with Thiago. Thiago into Vlahovic. Can play it into Salah. Mo Salah into the area. That's a good block. Thiago maybe can now keep hold of it for Liverpool. Once the overlap from Robertson gets it. Robertson pulls it in towards Vlahovic. Good header. It's 2-0. third goal in 2 games for Dusan Vlahovic. I'm already liking playing with him. He's very much like Tony, a great all-rounder in all aspects of his game. He's a big boy as well. I think he's 6'3", Vlahovic, winning that header there. Make it 2-0. Fabinho comes inside on his left foot, finds Jordan Henderson into Salah. Salah comes inside onto his left, deflects, saved by Ter Stegen. There's Jota, hits the post, but he's offside anyway. Henderson, very nice. Over to Andy Robertson, clipping it in for Thiago on the volley against his former team, but Ter Stegen made the save there. As we move into the second half, and Barcelona looking to show up a bit more flair with Hudson-Odoi. Back to Castagna. Hudson-Odoi now. Back to Timothy Castagna. Pedri into De Jong. It's a good finish. It's really, really good. Well, you could say it's classic Barcelona football as Frenkie de Jong puts Barcelona back in the game. It's a good Barcelona football. First time ball in from Pedri. There is De Jong to finish it off. Robbo can play the ball in for Chiesa. Chiesa's in. Can he get his first goal for Liverpool? Oh, I tried to put it through the keeper's legs, but it was hit poorly. Gomez into Fabinho. A lot of players to find. He's found Thiago. Over to Robertson. Chiesa flicks it. Vlahovic! Oh no! He got it on his right foot and he couldn't quite connect properly. Leaning back, and it remains 2-1, and Barcelona now have a chance to perhaps make it 2-2. De Jong still got it, Odoi, and there's the strike, and Alisson can just make the save. Depay, Immobile, Barcelona hunting, trying to get this equaliser late on. De Jong into Castagna, Hudson-Odoi in space, pulls it across, Pedri, it's blocked. Pedri gets a second bite and Alisson's out of position. And with the overhead, Barcelona have levelled it. He deserves a goal, does Pedri. By far Barcelona's best player on the day. Pedri scores. Makes it 2-2. So late on. Not much time left to try to force a winner. Here is Immobile. Slips in Depay. Depay hits it, but it's straight at Alisson, thankfully. Salah trying to find Chiesa, but it's cut out by Timothy Castagna, the former Leicester man. But he's given it away. Here's Chiesa! And Ter Stegen makes such an important save on behalf of Barcelona. Trent's corner will be the last action. Is Gomez, and it's comfortably gone over. It's not a great one from Joe Gomez. And the full-time whistle goes. We are headed into extra time in the UEFA Super Cup final. It ended 2-2. First action to show you then. Here is Depay for Barcelona. Does really well to get away from Trent there. Gakpo finds Immobile. Into De Jong, and Alisson has to save it again. It's all about the midfield play from Barcelona today in attack. We're into the second half now. De Vrij into Castagna. Pedri. Gomez can... Oh no, he's lost it to Aguero. Here is Gakpo, who's found in behind of Alexander-Arnold. He unleashes a great strike. And despite Alisson getting his glove to it, it's gone through. And Barcelona are leading 3-2. Really disappointing to say the least. As FC Barcelona lead in the Super Cup final in extra time. Trent drawn into the middle, Gakpo in, vicious strike, 3-2. We have to respond, we do not have long to do it. But Barcelona are trying to come again. Here's Gakpo, Van Dijk heading that one clear. Salah finds Ivan Toney. Chiesa out on the right hand side. Into Salah. Salah has Robertson, he's found him, he's onside. Robertson in towards Tony's towering header, and it's 3-3. Ivan with the big goal. Incredible from Ivan Toney. Exactly what we needed. Brilliant from Salah. Robertson played in, kept onside. Big jump, big header from Ivan. Only seconds remaining as Henderson wins possession. Tony, Henderson. Oh, he went for the wrong ball. Van Dijk jumping in. Here's Jones. And he hasn't got enough on it. He knew he had to hit it quickly before the full-time whistle. But we get it anyway. It ends 3-3 after extra time. And the final goes to penalties. It's Salah up first. Mohamed Salah. Going to look for that left side. Puts it in. It's 1-0 to Liverpool. Memphis Depay first up for Barcelona. Alisson guesses wrong and Depay puts it in the corner. Time for Ivan Toney, who wants the very, very bottom corner of the right side. Finds it as well. Aguero. It's time to shine for Barcelona. Great penalty from Sergio. Jordan Henderson steps up now for Liverpool. Looking for that left side as well. Good finish from him to Stegen rooted. Gakpo, the man who came on to score the third. He's put it straight over. Big miss. Federico Chiesa, Liverpool's most expensive ever signing, puts it in. And now Callum Hudson-Odoi has to score for Barcelona. Hudson-Odoi steps up. Alisson went the right way, but Hudson-Odoi blazes it over the bar. And 2 penalties missed means that Liverpool win the UEFA Super Cup final. There's a repeat there of that missed penalty from CHO, Callum Hudson-Odoi. Alisson celebrates, so do the rest of the Reds. It is full time. Liverpool win 3-3, winning 4-2 on the penalties. And we will lift that trophy before heading back to Anfield to prepare for Burnley in a few days' time. It's a lovely crotch shot. Absolutely wonderful. Beautiful stuff. Alexander-Arnold coming up. Gomez not wearing the armband today. It will be Jordan Henderson's trophy to lift. He'll lift this trophy himself for a second time. Jordan Henderson. And Liverpool win again. Callum Hudson-Odoi missing a penalty is quite ironic, considering that he was, of course, part of the Chelsea team that lost on penalties to Liverpool a couple of years ago. Great way to start off the new season, a great way to start off 2022. The boys will pose with the trophy. Another big success to add to the cabinet of my management. UEFA Super Cup winners, Liverpool. Finally, now we play Burnley in the Premier League. It is Alisson in goal, Alexander-Arnold, Gomez, Van Dijk and Tsimikas in defence. Jones, Fabinho and Thiago in midfield, with Salah, Vlahovic and Jota. Here is Curtis Jones. Over to Thiago. Can just travel forward, finds Vlahovic, unleashes the strike, and Liverpool lead. What a way to open your account in the Premier League for Dusan Vlahovic. What a way to prove to the Anfield faithful that you are the real deal, with 4 goals in his first 3 games. And he's still got 80 minutes to play here. He might get another one. What a strike. Burnley trying to come forward here. Scott McTominay into Alessandro Player with a rocket. And it didn't take Burnley long to level it. It's now Liverpool 1, Burnley 1. I mean, fair play. You've got to give it to him. It's one hell of a strike. But he should never really be in a position to be able to get that strike off. Midfield lacked a bit of balance, I think. Tsimikas. In possession, it's excellent. But out of possession, we look a bit vulnerable. Salah. Nodding it down for Jones, but it's going to be intercepted by Long, and Burnley are going to try to come forward with Vidra. Here's Musonda. Good touch from him. Vidra. What a ball that is for Player. Well read. And what a rocket again from Player. And it is 2-1 to Burnley. Poor defending again. Midfield anonymous again. But what a rocket off the underside of the bar from Alessandra Player. Gomez with a bit of a fancy flick to Alexander-Arnold, who then loses it. It's intercepted, but is won back by Salah. He's intercepted it. Curtis Jones is in now. Curtis Jones bearing down on goal. He's been smothered. Roberts trying to get the ball forward, Burnley, but it's intercepted by Thiago. Another fancy flick, accidentally. Jota, Salah, poking it through. Great run from Curtis Jones. What a finish that is for Liverpool. 2-2 at Anfield. We don't want to become susceptible to the draw, like Liverpool have been very badly in real life. We want to find a way to win these games. As Burnley kick off. Phillips now with the ball for Burnley. Trying to carry it forward wide for Bayraktar. No idea. Challenged by Tsimikas. Tsimikas will win it. He'll lose it straight back to him though. Van Dijk, can he clear it? No, he can't. Can Gomez clear it? No, he can't. Here's Vidra's turn to unleash a rocket. My word. You just can't stop them. Burnley are the kings of rockets, apparently. My God. It's 3-2. Burnley back in front. And we kick off after that one. 2 goals in the space of a couple of minutes. And Jota's given it away already. McTominay. Player. Roberts now, intercepted by Fabinho. Maybe we're going to get another goal in a couple of minutes. Oh, it's opened up hugely for Jota. Skips away from the defender. Jota is in. Jota can square it. Vlahovic scores. It's 3-3. A mental 5 or 6 minutes at Anfield as 3 goals have gone in. And Vlahovic levels it up for Liverpool again. Good finish from Dusan Vlahovic. We're into the second half now, where it has calmed down a huge amount, bringing Henderson into the midfield for Thiago. Here is Jones, going to unleash one. First time, and Pope makes a really good save. Player into Guidetti. Wide for Masonda. Trent's going to try and close him down. He takes the ball from him well. And we have to get on our bike and push to win this game. Chiesa is on for his Premier League debut into Harvey Elliott. Tsimikas, Fabinho, Vlahovic, Henderson into Salah. Brilliant football, and Salah's curler is read by Pope. It will be a corner though. Salah to deliver it. In it comes towards Virgil van Dijk, and Pope palms it over. Time is running out here. We've only got the 2 minutes of added on time to play. Chiesa trying to close it down, as is Alexander-Arnold, who wins it. Finds Salah. Vlahovic tries to play it to Salah, but read well by Cornet, and there's a bit of a mix-up between the Burnley players, but Cornet is going to have to carry this to safety as the full-time whistle goes. It ends 3-3 on the opening day of the season. It is a draw, no clean sheet either. But it is what it is, and we move on to the first proper episode next time out. Thank you all so much for watching. We play Spurs and Sheffield United next. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I think we might get a Champions League game or a League Cup game slotted in the next episode as well. We'll have to wait and see. But until then, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.